Hey kids, what's going on? Hey Visionaries, we are coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. We have something that is probably more rare than unicorn hair here. It is a female in crypto, like a real live human female in crypto. What's up, Brittany?
What's up, HEXray? It's good to be here. What up, guys? Hope you guys are tuning in. Enjoy the
Mhm.
show today. But thanks for having me on, HEXray. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you'll allow me, ever since I saw your name, I know I needed to do this on live stream. I have to say, it's BrittanyBitz.
It's perfect. That's actually, yeah, that's exactly right, man. It's
Every
fucking
time I
Brittany,
see your
bitch.
name, I hear that right in my ear. I'm like, that's hilarious. Oh
I'm
my
glad you
gosh.
caught on to that immediately without me having to say anything. That was the whole purpose. That was the whole
I
point.
I did, and putting the Z on it makes you so easy to find on social media too, because there's a trillion Britneys, one of them being Spears, that like has basically ruined the name Brittany for everyone else forever, unless they want to be like Brittany, and then that's great, right? But
Well, it's funny that you mention it because if you look over here, right, you can see my logo. It's a
mhm.
butterfly. The Britney Spears logo is actually a butterfly too, but it kind of works because it's like a BB, for Britney Bits. So kind of took a little rip there. No big deal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
for
Now,
sure.
what about your origin story? I mean, you're I'm guessing you're around 23, 24. You're born in the 90s, a 90s kid.
That's
And
such a compliment. I'm 32. Thank
you,
you, though.
you have a way better energy than most of the 32-year-olds that I know. So that looks great. So you actually remember the internet showing up sometime in high school,
Oh,
right?
for
Oh,
sure.
no, no, no,
For
no.
sure.
With you, it would have been grade school.
It was grade school, yeah, more or
So in
less.
grade
But I
school, you
remember the
guys,
AOL chat rooms, the
yeah,
dial up. Yeah, for sure.
and no one at the school could keep you guys away from finding the dark, seedy corners of the internet. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was around for all of that. I mean, like I said, AOL chat rooms and the whole the ASL age sex location. I mean, even as a young kid, man, we were doing a bunch of stuff that we probably shouldn't have been doing at that age, but we were doing it nonetheless, right?
It's
Um,
usually just trolling. That's where you learn to troll. Is back in the first chat rooms.
yeah. I mean, as far as like getting into crypto, though, I want to say it was around the same time as you, I believe, like 2014, 2015 ish. And
Mhm.
I wasn't really like into crypto per se. It was more or less, I had a buddy and he was talking about this magical internet money called Bitcoin. And he was like, man, you gotta buy some. And he was buying up all these ant miners and like all this other like just stuff. And he was like, you gotta, give me some money and I'll invest it for you and we'll make a ton of money. And I was like, man, I just want my friend back. Every time I come over here to hang out, all you do is talk about Bitcoin. And I'm tired of it, man. Like, I don't understand this. You don't explain it very well. And of course, he drank a lot. So it all just sounded like drunk ramblings of a crazy person talking about magical internet money. And of course, I didn't want to listen until like 2016 when end of 2016, early 2017, all of a sudden he starts. I think it was early 2017 because I had watched him lose a bunch of money when Mt. Gox went down. I watched him lose a bunch of money when Cripsy went down. And man, you would have thought, like getting the call. I remember I was with him. He got a call from his significant other, and she was all like, "It's down. The money's gone." And he like fell to the floor. Man, you would have thought it was a multi-billion-dollar billionaire, millionaire, whatever, losing all his money, and he was just distraught. And anyway, didn't want to start listening to him until all of a sudden, I believe it was sometime early to mid 2017, and then it really ramped up in the bull market at the end of 2017, and he started buying up like houses and cars and guns and you know silver and gold and all this stuff. And all of a sudden it's like, oh man, what
It's
are you so
real. It's
you're
real.
telling me all this stuff was real and I should have listened and I could be where you're at right now? Man, I'm stupid. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, to be fair, he was trying to recruit you into the cult of Bitcoin back then. He was probably just a couple points shy of getting a free toaster, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Because once you fall down this rabbit hole, I bet you've got friends that also just want to come hang out with you, and you're probably talking about crypto, right?
Oh man, I can't tell you how many people, like family members, have crawled out of the woodwork. I remember, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that, but like Dogecoin went on like a crazy run, right? And I remember like family members calling me up and friends calling me up, like, "Oh, you're a millionaire now." I was like, "I got like maybe 1,000 Dogecoin. What are you talking about?" Like I don't invest in Doge, like I have it because I think I fauceted it or one of those websites where you like clicked and it like doubled it or whatever, like one of those gambling sites or whatnot. I can't even remember, man. I was like, I don't invest in that. But yeah, every time something would pump, they'd call me up and like, "Oh, I just want to let you know I want a blue Corvette. Like if you can give me a blue Corvette." I'm like, bro, like, what are you talking about?
But now that we're in the middle of the bear market, are they dropping off like cans of soup at your front door? They're like doing welfare checks on you. Because I have people in my hometown all the time. They're like, "I heard that Bitcoin went bankrupt, and I just wanted to know if you're doing okay." And I'm like, "Well, I lost an insane amount of money, but I'm all right." Like,
Yeah.
mostly thanks to Hex, where you can at least see the interest piling up every day, and you've been through a couple of these 4-year cycles where you're like, "This is just where it is. This is just what it is," right?
It'll be all right. Yeah. And you're beating inflation being in Hex. So it's, I mean, no, I can't say anybody's checking in on me and whatnot, but I did have like my dad call me up about a week ago and be like, "Oh, are you okay from the SBF thing or F?" I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
what are you talking about? I don't put my stuff on exchanges like that." And he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to make sure because like this sounds like a whole bunch of scary stuff is happening in crypto world right now." And I'm like, "Well, if you're not stupid, it's not affecting you. No offense to anybody that got wrecked. I feel for you, I do, but like that's just where we're at." So
Yeah. Crypto's hard.